Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to the very first detail in my new studio. Now, the vehicle I'll be working on today is a 2007 Dodge Charger that was recently the victim of an unfortunate rat infestation. So as you can imagine, the interior of this car is an absolute disaster. Okay, well, as I give you a closer look at the Charger, it's pretty clear this car was sitting somewhere outside for quite a while, as the trunk jams are full of dirt, leaves, and other debris. Some of the wheels are absolutely covered in brake dust, and then it also looks like there's a fair bit of road tar stuck to the paint, but the rat turds on the door sill here is a truly ominous sign because it gets so much worse as we move inside. Not only is every surface covered in caked on dust and grime, the rats have made a huge mess in here and pretty well used the entire car as a bathroom, seeing as how there's turds all the way back in the trunk and all over the seats too. But just before we break the new studio in with this gross Charger, take a quick second and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss out on one of these truly satisfying videos. I post a new one like this every week. Okay guys, well, I am absolutely pumped to get to work on the car today and to get working in the new studio. So as always, sit back, relax, and enjoy the transformation. Alright guys, well, as I start the pre-wash rinse here, I'm also officially breaking in the new studio in a sense, and I gotta say, it feels incredible. Now, if you happen to be sitting there and are thinking, wait a minute, something looks different here, well, that's because I'm finally working in the new studio now. If you want to see more in depth into the construction of the building, then be sure to check out the studio build series over on the second channel, the Detail Geek 2, or you can watch the studio tour video I posted last week right here on the main, where I walk through the whole space and explain all the finishings and design choices for you guys. Starting on this rear wheel covered in brake dust, and I have to say I was surprised that it came off so easily. I was fully expecting it to be really stuck on, so that was definitely a welcome surprise today. Okay, turning to these filthy wheels, and my wheel and tire cleaner is the perfect choice here as it can easily tackle all the caked on dirt, brake dust, and tire blooming on these wheels. So if you're like me and think buying more than one product to clean your wheels is silly, then consider grabbing a bottle. You can find it at detailgeekautocare.com, where it's also available in gallon sizes as well. Now as I start on drying the car, it's time for this week's members question, which comes from Jenna, and it's what was the transition like going from your original garage to the new one? Now I figured this was a great question to answer in this video since I'm very much experiencing the new space for the first time right now, and it's front of my mind. So I guess I'd start by saying it's a very nice change. Walking into the studio this morning and not having to clean anything up or move my truck out of the way was really nice. And otherwise, I'm really just enjoying the change right now and all the new exciting camera angles the studio offers me.
Hey, Mr. Mitch. How's it going? Mr. Mitch? What's with the formalities? Don't you know you're not allowed in the building? Yeah, I saw your sign. I didn't really like it though, so I took it down. But as for the formalities, you need to call me by my new name. Oh yeah? What's that? Lord Mike. Okay, all right. What makes you a lord? Have you ever heard of established titles? No. Okay, well, established titles is what made me a lord. They're a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland while also helping global reforestation efforts. That's cool. Where's the lord thing come in? Well, basically, they sold me a small plot of land in Edelston, Scotland that's at least 1 square foot, and it even came with this official certificate and unique plot number. And then because it's custom in Scotland to refer to landowners as lairds, lords, or ladies, well, that's how I got my cool new name, Lord Mike. Okay, Lord Mike. I'll give you that, it is pretty cool. But how are they supporting reforestation? Oh, they plant a tree with every order. They work with global charities One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future to help support global reforestation efforts. You should really look into it, Mitch, because we've got Scottish roots. And it also makes a great gift idea, really good icebreaker, and best yet, I put my name on my credit card as Lord Mike because it's an official title. Of course you did. Okay, so how do I do this then? Because I cannot have you one-upping me with more. Yeah, it's awesome. And like I said, it makes an amazing last-minute gift idea. Now, Established Titles is actually running a massive early Black Friday sale right now, and if you use the code detailgeek, you can get an additional 10% off. Just go to establishedtitles.com/detailgeek to get your gifts now and help support the channel. Plus, the first 200 people to buy a title pack will get a plot right next to mine. We can like create our own little Detail Geek kingdom in Scotland. You know, it's not often I say this, but good work, Lord Mike. All right, well, get out of here. I got work to do.
Alright, well with the charger back in the studio, I'll get to work on the interior, first starting by disconnecting the battery, then unbolting the seats, unhooking the electrical connections underneath, and then removing the front seats so I have better access to clean the seats themselves and the carpets underneath them. Okay, well, if you've watched the channel for a while, you probably know that Dodge carpets are usually pretty decent quality, and this charger is no exception, though in the case of this vehicle, the dirt is quite embedded in the fibers, which means it likely hasn't been vacuumed for a very long time, but the dirt is no match for my new vacuum, which is quite an upgrade over my old one, and it's honestly a ton of fun to use. The suction this thing has is absolutely crazy. Turning to the seats covered in turds, and I unfortunately don't have a ton of background on this car. Now obviously it was inhabited by rodents for part of its lifetime, but I do believe it was originally a local vehicle based on a couple of old items I found in the car. But as for the current owner, they just picked it up recently and I guess are intending to use it as a winter beater, which with 230,000 kilometers on the motor, or about 143,000 miles, it should still have some life left in it for that. Okay, here's all the turds, chewed up pieces of phone book, and other debris sucked out of the Charger today. Okay, well as I get started on cleaning the carpets now, you're going to notice something different about the process, and that's because I recently upgraded my Extractor to a heated Mighty unit. I mentioned this in the studio tour video last week, but the main reason for this was to save me some time. Now there's no question the Bissell is the best and most reasonably priced Extractor out there, but where it falls short for me is how long it takes to do an entire vehicle with it. And because I've only gotten busier over the years, I need to find areas where I can be more efficient and save a little time, so the Mighty will allow me to do that without sacrificing quality either. It's going to be able to do every bit as good of a job as the Bissell did, but in much less time as it's bigger and can get carpets and seats a little bit drier as well. Okay, so I figured I'd show you what the dirty water looks like coming straight from the source this time, and it's pretty nasty, there's no question. You'll have to let me know which shot you prefer best, this one or the next one where I dump it in the drain pit. Either way you look at it though, it's still nice and gross. Okay, moving around the vehicle, and the next spot I'm working on is the center console lid, which has gotten really dirty over the years. So with some APC and the steamer, I can make quick work of that and then just simply wipe it clean. Now for the seats, which are actually a lot dirtier than you'd expect, I'm opting to use the steamer as I can tell the dirt is super embedded and will need the extra effort to loosen it up. And you might be wondering why I'm still using the same steamer when I upgraded most of my other equipment in the studio here, and it's simply because there's no need. The McCulloch is the perfect unit for detailing, and there's no need to spend more money on a bigger or a fancier unit, so if anyone is looking for one, take a look at the MC1375 unit I use. The link is down in the description for you. Okay, with everything clean, I'll get to work on dressing and UV protecting the entire interior using some 303's aerospace protectant, which is going to dry and leave a nice matte finish, making the interior look incredible for 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, second last step, and something that should always be done after the paint has been protected, and that's to clean the glass inside and out. And for anyone who struggles to do this without leaving streaks, well, the secret to streak-free glass is to use a waffle weave towel, which you can of course find on my website along with the glass cleaner at detailgeekautocare.com. All right, guys, well, a long 11 hours later, and the Charger has been completely transformed. It doesn't even look like the same vehicle anymore. It looks so good. Now, if you guys enjoyed seeing this disgusting car get cleaned up to look new again, make sure you smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos, enjoy the guitar outro, and I'll see you guys in the next one.